Guys, this is the second part of yesterday's video. If you haven't watched that other one, pause this real quick, go watch yesterday's video, watch that real fast, and come back and watch this one. It's important to understand how to find these note buyers and why you can find them on these platforms and where and how to do it. So I know you're looking at the board behind me. Don't just click off and say, I got it. I'm explaining in depth why someone would give you these types of referrals or why you can find a note buyer from these sources and where to find the best ones, okay? So a note buyer is someone who's gonna step in your position and gonna pay a discounted price for a note that you own. This is very important for a lot of you who have sold your house on owner financing, have sold your houses on owner financing right now, that you're stuck in a deal or you need money to finish other deals that you need to pull out quick cash, right? Note buyers can close pretty quick. Let me talk about how to find them. Now, easiest one right now for you guys, which is free and you can do right at home, is Craigslist. Go on there and just start typing in "we buy notes" or "owner finance note buyers" or "note buyers" in the search bar. You should have, depending on your market, depending on the population of investors there, individuals that are marketing in these sources. Now the other thing is, you can reach directly out to the owner finance companies. People who create notes also know those who buy notes, if that makes sense. And a lot of these companies that also create notes buy notes themselves. So this is a very quick and easy source to go to. Now, are you gonna find the best note buyers right on the internet? Probably not. If they're marketing publicly and it's not from a referral, they're probably gonna ask for a bigger haircut. They're gonna probably try to get you 80, 85, maybe even lower cents on the dollar. Guys, you should really probably be getting 90 to 92 cents on the dollar. We have another video on our channel talking about what types of variables on how to sell the note, as far as seasoning, down payment size, interest rates, what makes the note attractive to get the highest percentage point off face value. If that makes sense, go watch those other videos. Now what I want to talk about here, number two, this is similar to the first one, guys. You can go straight out there on the internet and Google note buyers. We buy notes. You know, something to that type of verbiage, I guess you could say. Now it's important to understand, people who buy notes a lot of times buy notes all across the country. They're not so much geographically restricted as individuals that are buying in the local market to flip houses, if that makes sense. Sometimes a note buyer from Florida will buy a note from California or from Alaska or from Honolulu or wherever it is. It could be a way farther distance than they'd normally buy a house that they're gonna take on as far as an acquisition strategy in the local market. So just because these note buyers are not in your market does not mean do not reach out to them and interview them and see their specs on how they make their offers. You should get multiple offers and have a note buyer list, just like a wholesaler would have a cash buyers list, right? So just keep that in your mind, guys. You go out there on the internet and geo-target them through keyword research, and they will probably buy your note even if they're in a different state. So don't think just because someone popped up in Indiana or in California and you live in Florida that they will not be a solution for your problem, okay? Number three, this is the one I like. This is the one where I probably found my best note buyers, just going to the local meetup clubs, the REI clubs. Go directly to the person that runs the club. A lot of you guys go to these networking events in these local REI meetups and you talk to everybody else that's in the crowd or that goes to the meetup group. That is not the way that you do business. Go directly to the head of the snake, as the saying would be. Go to the owner of the club. Don't be intimidated by these individuals. I remember when I got into business that the owners of these clubs, I was scared to go talk to because I saw them as here and me being here and that they wouldn't want to talk to me. You have to understand, guys, the owner of these REI clubs created the REI club to do business with you. They want you to bring them deals. They want you to lend them money. They want you to bring these questions to them, because if they can connect you to a partner of theirs that is a high paid note buyer, they'll pay 92 cents on the dollar when the best one you found before was 80 cents on the dollar. That's a 12% spread in there. Do you think they're gonna want a little bit of hand in that cookie jar for that referral? So they're gonna have the best connections in the marketplace if they're a good club leader. Now the other thing is, do ask around in there. Ask people word of mouth. Do you know people buying notes? Because this is kind of a real niche strategy that a lot of people kind of hear about, kind of word of mouth, but they really don't get into it. At these clubs, you will find someone. I promise you, if you go to a club every night this week, you will find note buyers just by asking around. Now, four, this is another really good one. Title companies. Why would a title company share the information of a note buyer with you? Think about that. Go down to your local title company, ask them, or your local title attorney, depending on which type of state you're in, and say, hey, I'm looking for people who buy real estate notes. Do you know any? They're going to be financially incentivized to give you that referral, because if they give you the information from someone who's willing to buy a note and you have a bunch of notes to sell, do you think that you're more likely inclined to close that deal at their title company? Title companies will do this for you all the time. Say, who's your best note buyers? Now ask if they can give you a couple of them, because they will, maybe not, but almost every time I've ever asked, I've had a number of different note buyers given to me. And if they don't send you a note buyer, they're probably not they're probably not a title company that's really in the trenches with creative types of financing, and it's probably not an investor mindseted title company, if that kind of makes sense. I hope that makes sense, okay? Last one is me, right? I know a lot of them, guys. I have an international network. I have a lot of people on my database, and I have reasons that I could help you do this. So if you have a situation where you need to find a note buyer to get out of a deal quickly, just go to my website or contact me on Facebook or contact me through the internet, guys. I'm everywhere. If you can't find me, you just didn't look, okay? So those are a number of different reasons that you could contact, or a number of different ways that you can find note buyers. You can also, on Craigslist, run your own ads. You can go and post ads that say, I'm looking for note buyers. I'm looking for someone who buys notes. Very simple. And post your own ads, and that's a reactive strategy. They may contact you because a lot of these people are looking on Craigslist as well. Then you can just go on the internet and do a Google search. That's gonna find you some for sure, but guys, I promise you, the ones that you come across easily are spending a lot of money marketing, which means that they have to absorb that cost somehow, which means a bigger, deeper discount they're trying to push you down on, if that makes sense. And then this one's probably gonna be, these two right here is what I would really do. I'd really focus on these to go get those note buyers. You can do this week, guys. Think about it, add this to your arsenal, put this in your exit strategy, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. See you in a few days, guys. I appreciate you for coming back to the channel. And if you have any ideas that you want me to film, guys, I've done a lot in the business, but I need to know what you want. So I've been trying different types of videos, contractor videos. It seems like you guys like cash flow and rental types of property videos or owner finance videos. Do you want me to do more social media videos? Do you want me to do more mindset, self-development videos, time management videos? If you just email us or leave in the comment box below, my assistants will tell me, and I want to put the videos out that you want to see, if that makes sense. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Stay warm out there in the Northeast. I know it's kind of get crazy up there. I'll see you when I see you.